I strongly believe that growth is born in reflection, in the quiet days where we face ourselves with honesty. From reflection lies resilience, the strength and the willpower to endure hardships while still holding on to hope. Together, they prove to us that even in the darkest moments, the human spirit can still shine. Hello, and a very good day to all. My name is Tashnia Korjasvir Singh from Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan BANDAR SALAK TINGGI, and my school code is BEA 9604. I'm just a young reader who absolutely adores books with sentimental values. That is why I chose Diary of a Young Girl, written by Anne Frank and published by Wilco International in October 2025. It carries the legacy from earlier editions, defined by beauty. From Otto Frank's first Dutch edition, released in 1947, to the English translation which carried her voice across the world, and finally, the definitive edition which revealed her honesty in full. Now let's pause to take a look at the physical aspect of the book. Bound in solid hardcover, its glowing edges transforms history into art, reminding us that Anne's words are not only preserved by ink, but by beauty as well. Anne's book cannot be confined to a single genre. It was at once the autobiography of a young girl and the historical testimony of the Holocaust. It also shares the spirit of a coming-of-age tale, filled with reflections on family, identity, and mischievous first love. Written as diary entries, in truth, it is memoir, history, and literature. That is why it will continue to remain timeless. Loved by me and the world, it inspired a Pulitzer Prize-winning play, a Tony Award, and an Oscar-winning film, translated in over 70 languages, and taught in the school's curriculum worldwide. Most importantly, it is preserved by UNESCO as part of memory of the World's Register. No doubt that it is one of the most influential books of the 20th century. That is why it is loved and cherished amongst generations. Sounds extremely interesting, right? I agree. But before we dive into the book itself, let's talk about the young author, Anne Frank. Born in Germany in 1929 and later moved to Amsterdam in 1942, where she went hiding in a secret annex during World War II. There she wrote her diary, capturing fears, hopes, and her dreams. Unfortunately, she was killed in 1945 during World War II. But thankfully, her father Otto Frank survived and published her diary in 1947, which is what we know as the Dutch edition. Her diary starts on her 13th birthday, when a simple notebook becomes her most prized possession. In its pages, she pours out her hopes, her dreams, and her daily struggles of life in hiding, the fear of discovery, the tension amongst the annex residents, and the suffocating silence of confinement. But although she experienced all these problems, she chooses to have hope. She chooses to be nice, and she chooses to reflect on adolescence, identity, and her dream of becoming a writer. Through her hopes, her memories, and her writings, we find out about her bonds and conflicts with her family, her historical and philosophical thoughts on humanity itself, and even her tender romantic beginnings with Peter Van Pels. One of my most favorite parts of the book is Anne's thoughts on hope and humanity. In one unforgettable line, she mentions, "In spite of everything, I still believe people are truly good at heart." This line captures her extraordinary optimism, where she chooses hope over despair, even in the darkest of times. Diary of a Young Girl, written by Anne Frank, teaches us that even in darkness, hope can still shine. Her empathy calls us to treat people with kindness, because humanity only endures when kindness is chosen. Anne's words is as urgent as ever today, calling us to build a world where such tragedies never happen again. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I truly appreciate it.